What's up, nerds? I'm Wes.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Aaron.
Today we're rolling some sushi in Sushi Roll.
So Sushi Roll is a drafting game just like its predecessor, Sushi Go, except in this one you're rolling dice and then drafting those dice instead of drafting cards.
But you roll them every time.
Mm-hmm.
So the two biggest differences, I would say, is that one, you get to see what everybody has that's available. In Sushi Go, it's a pick and pass, so you have to remember what was in the last hand and that type of thing. But you see the type of sushi that is available, and then it gets re-rolled, and it gives you slightly different options.
So that you know the distribution of dice out there, so you can definitely make decisions on do I want this wasabi? It's going to triple the next white die I take. There's only one more white die, and it's going to be a while, so you could hate draft that away from me just so that die is worthless for me. Mm-hmm. But there's also a lot of bonus tiles that give you re-rolls and swaps. So if you're like, oh, I really want that white die, but it's across the table, it's probably never going to get to me. I'm going to spend one of my chopsticks to swap out a die with that person across the table so that then I can get what I want.
Just like in the base game of Sushi Go, you're collecting sets to score the points. So the sets are very similar. You're trying to collect, the nigiri, they're just worth points. The tempuras are worth, points based on the actual set count that you have. It is, definitely helpful that you can see, okay, there's 8 of this purple dice out there. Right. I know that I'm going to get to roll a couple more of these, changing the chopsticks instead of the way it was in the old game, you draft the chopsticks and then you're like, okay, I'm going to put it back and take the 2 from this hand. Being that you can go, okay, it's my turn. I guess that's the biggest change too. It's not simultaneous.
Right. Turn order really matters.
Yeah. If you're first, you have pick of the all the dice out there. If you have chopsticks, you're like, oh, I'm just going to take this from you and swap one off of my conveyor belt to yours, and now I got what I wanted and gave you something hopefully you didn't want.
And now chopsticks are much more powerful in this game than they were in the original game, and arguably the most powerful thing in the game. Way more powerful than rerolls.
Even though they're all worth half a point, so
at the end of the game,
even if you don't use them, they're worth getting. But yeah, I would say rerolls are better if you're later on in the turn order, because chopsticks, again, you have access to everything. But if you go last, then a lot of things could have already been like, oh, I have to draft this because you have chopsticks and you're going after me.
Yeah, so. But even if you're going last, you can still swap something that wasn't chosen. You just swap anything. So if I'm like, oh, I don't want him to get this green tempura thing, whatever that is. I don't want him to get this, so I'm gonna take it if I go first and I roll it. Oh crap! I rolled 2, so I really can't stop unless I spend a reroll or something, because I'll take one and then he's just gonna take the other one.
Sushi Roll is probably one of the better games that I've seen a card game turned into a dice game, because I feel like it's really popular to try to do that because dice games are super popular. People have fun, they just become a more fun game, but. This, I would say, I like this a lot better than Sushi Go. I just thought Sushi Go was kind of okay. It's a pretty simple drafting game. The fact that you're rolling dice every single turn, everyone's engaged. There's a lot more stealing and going after each other because you're not just hate drafting from memory, but you can very clearly see what's out there. I had a blast playing this game, and I think the length of it is perfect too. The 3 rounds around the table was a perfect balance of it gave you time to build up strategy. There's 3 rounds of it so that you can go for pudding now and this here, and so kind of change it up. I really don't have any complaints about this game. I think it's amazing.
I agree. I think it's kind of phenomenal. When I was playing, I was like, this is so much fun because it is Sushi Go. I learned the rules in 2 minutes because I've played Sushi Go before. And I was like, oh, yeah, that is exactly Sushi Go. That translates so perfectly. It makes so much sense. Okay, these dice are just the cards. Then you roll them to see which distribution of that type you're going to get. Boom. The fact that you get to see everything, and the production quality is great. These boards have all the information you need right on them. Mm-hmm. These little conveyor belt things, they look good, high quality. The dice are big, chunky. They're all colorful. It's wonderful. I definitely like this better than Sushi Go. And also Sushi Go Party is really good.
Might be a little above this just because there's so much variety. If they add Sushi Go Party to this...
Yeah, I was about to say that. I think I probably still like this better than Sushi Go Party just because I think the mechanics are ultimately better. But they could definitely add an expansion to this or do a part 2 or something where it's, just got a lot of extra more variety. Or the thing with Sushi Go Party, we decide what type of dice you're going to put in that bag. That would be awesome. I love it.
They definitely took a game that was already accessible and made it, I think, a little more accessible. Like, I feel like with the original Sushi Go, there's so much more memory in remembering what's going around. And this, it's just like, it feels lighter, but it feels crunchier too, because you're like, okay, is it worth using my rerolls? Should I spend all 3 of my chopsticks, grab all the stuff I want, reroll? Like, it's so good. I love it.
Aaron,
like this.
It's a crunchy roll.
The fact that you don't have to remember, you hit it on the head when you talk about memory. Because you're not spending time trying to remember what's out there, it leaves that much more brain space for fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why'd you slap me?
I don't know. I thought you were going to say something else, and then you did that. I was like, oh!
And if any of that sounds good, you should definitely click on the purchase link down below and pick up a copy of this game. You will not regret it.
While you're down there, you also won't regret subscribing to our channel, because then you'll never be bored. Sup, nerds? I'm back for a second here, and I know you're thinking, I don't want to see any more of this dumb nerd again. Get out of here. But I just wanted to tell you that after we filmed our original review for this game, I took this up to Richmond, and I played it with my 64-year-old mom and my 93-year-old grandma. So, and we had a lot of fun. It took my grandma a little while to get it, but my mom got it pretty quickly. By the end of the game, everybody understood it, and we were all having fun. Which I just wanted to say is a pretty big testament to how easily accessible this game is, how easy it is to learn the rules, how really anybody and everybody can have fun playing this game. So I just thought I should add this at the end of the video, and that's it.
Sup, nerds? I'm Wes.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Aaron.
We're Nevermore Gaming, and we're taking a look at...
We're going to roll some dice.
What was hard about that?